to have you back.
Thanks.
Well, yeah, we're all very glad you're home safely, Laura. Joe, I know you want to talk to Laura privately, so I'll excuse myself. Laura?
You look terrific, I mean, considering what you've been through and everything.
Thank you.
I saw Scotty while I was gone.
Is he still in Mexico?
Yes, he is.
Is he all right?
Yeah, that's a hard one to answer. He is and he isn't.
I don't understand.
Well, physically he hasn't changed much, but after talking to him for a while, you understand that he's not the same person at all.
In what way?
He's angry for the most part.
He's angry at me, you mean?
No, he's angry at the world. He just seems to radiate hatred.
Hatred?
And again, not just at you. If I had to choose a term to describe him, it would be total despair. While we were talking, he described his life to me as empty.
Joe, are you trying to let me down easily? Are you trying to tell me that Scotty won't give me a divorce?
No.
Then he will.
Yes, he will. He gave me his word that he would give you a divorce, and I believe him. But there is one condition.
What?
Well, actually, there are two conditions. One is that no one except yourself is to know where he is. I couldn't even tell his father a minute ago.
You said there were two conditions. What's the other one?
Scotty will give you your divorce after you see him face to face and alone.
Laura so long. We have so much to do.
Like what?
Well, we have a few things to talk about. You know, unimportant little stuff like, where she's going to live and things like that. She lost her apartment, remember?
Yeah, well, Luke lost his apartment, too.
Yeah. They both lost their apartment, right.
Well, what I'm saying is that should be very easy for the two of them. They are adults now, Leslie.
Oh,
They
sure.
should be
Very
able to
easy
solve
for
that
you
problem.
to say. Have you gone looking for apartments in this town recently? Do you know there are practically no nice apartments available, and the ones that are incredibly expensive?
Hi. I was just looking for you two. Do you know where Laura is?
I was just going to ask you the same thing.
Well, didn't you say she had some kind of errand to run?
Oh, that's right. With all the activity, I didn't find out what the errand was or how long it would take.
No.
Well, the answer is probably very obvious. What was she thinking about the whole way home on the plane?
Poor Scotty.
Yeah, she wants to find out if Joe is able to reach him down in Mexico.
Hi. Yeah, well, I don't want her to hear the news alone because we don't know what it is. Hi, how are you? Where would Joe be? In Lee Baldwin's office or something?
Well, that's Joe's office, too, now, sure.
It is? Okay, if you see her or hear from her, before I come back, would you tell her that I'm looking for her? And I got some business to conclude with my family.
A
few hugs.
Yeah.
That's right, Dr. Weber.
Bye.
Thank you. Some more coffee, help?
No. I'm all right. I'm sorry I got so upset.
Come on, I just hit you with a blockbuster. Who wouldn't be upset?
Wait a minute. Let me see if I've got all this straight. He said that he would give me a divorce.
Yes.
Right?
If you want to know the legal mumbo-jumbo of it, he agreed to sign a consent decree only after you see him.
I know. His one...
Well, he kept reiterating it so many times. I just want you to make sure that you know you've got to see him one-on-one and alone.
And that means I have to go to Mexico.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think there's any way he would come here. He wouldn't even let his own father, know that he was there. Are you going to be able to handle seeing him?
I want a divorce. I have to be able to handle it.
What, if there's any doubt or if there's any question, that's what I'm here
The
for.
last time Scotty and I were together, there was so much bitterness. There was so much hostility. And you say that he's still bitter now.
Yes, he is. I don't think it's against you, though. No, I'd say it's more against the whole world. Or to take it one step further, I think it's against himself.
He's very capable of that.
Yeah, well, let's get back to my original question. Are you capable of seeing Scotty?
Of course I am. I am. And he really does have a right to see me, too.
No, I didn't think it was an impossible request.
See, even though I do want my divorce, I still want to end this marriage with a certain amount of dignity. Can you understand that?
Of course I do.
And after everything that's happened to me, I mean, spending so much time with Luke on that island and now all this publicity, it's going to make it very hard.
Yes, it's not going to be easy at all.
Okay, what do I do?
Well, you leave all the details and planning to me, but I want to be really sure that you know what you're getting yourself into.
By agreeing to see him, you mean?
This isn't the same man you married at all.
How?
As I said, physically, he looks very much the same. It's just that... Well, it may sound a bit funny to you, but I feel a little sorry for him. He has been through one rugged year, both emotionally and financially.
Doesn't sound silly for me. I can understand very well feeling sorry for him.
Well, I try to put myself in his place, and it's almost impossible to do. I've had it rough. We all have, sure, but not for a whole year. Then you put yourself through a whole year of this kind of bitterness and despair and anger and frustration and hatred, and then somebody comes along and asks you to give your wife a divorce. A lot of men would have lost it right then and there.
But he didn't, did he?
You know, he was very cool. He was very calm when you come down to it. He was very reasonable. I have to admire him for that. Laura, a lawyer is supposed to be able to prepare his clients for what she should expect. And I, quite honestly, am flat. I don't know what to tell you, except for maybe one thing. Always remember that he gave his word. He promised that if you'll meet him, he will give you a divorce.
Then I'll meet him.